so annoyed with myself right now. I recorded this whole video and I did not record the audio. So here we are. I'm doing this again. Hi-ho, people. I don't know. It's your resident blonde Asian, and I'm here to be here just to update you a little bit. It's been a while. It's been over a year since I posted my last video, and I just haven't really been active doing much online because just life in general. So I'm going to share a few things with you. One, I had to start taking care of myself and my health. I gained a bunch of weight, and it started to become a problem. Not a problem in the sense that I had to go to the hospital or anything, but I was just checking to make sure I was actually recording it this time because that would really piss me off. But it got to the point, I live on the second floor and climbing up the stairs was really hurting my joints. And, I'm a choreographer and I felt it catching up to me. I just wasn't fitting in my clothes and it just wasn't good. I knew that I couldn't continue living and eating the way I was. So I wanted to address that. And I did. I lost quite a few, pounds, but I'm not there yet. So still working on it. In January, Mr. Jack's crossed Rainbow Bridge. That was really hard. My birthday is in January, so I was able to get a picture with him. But he was 18 years old, and everything was just really hard for him. It was constantly making sure he was okay. He couldn't walk anymore. But I was fortunate enough to have a vet come and help him cross Rainbow Bridge. It was a really beautiful experience. And I'd recommend it if you're ever in a position to do something like that because he was in his spot that he liked to be in. And I got to see him off and it's very sad, but I just know that, 18 years, that's a long time for a dog, especially a little doggy, good boy like him. And I felt like it was the best gift I could give him. So that happened. And then in May, my father passed away. The relationship I had with my dad, I wouldn't call it a strained relationship. I honestly don't know what I would call it. It was with the circumstances that existed, it made it difficult for us to have a relationship. So the family dynamics were not ideal. And it was just a lot that came at once. He declined rather quickly. At that point, my relationship with my dad, my sister was trying to help organize things so we could see each other. But, she has a life too. And it was just very difficult. And I didn't think I'd get upset talking about it. But after everything that happened, there are people who found out I existed. I felt like my family just got bigger, but, along with that, a lot of things have to change and shift, and I'm navigating it. So it takes a lot of my emotional energy to do that. It's a lot. It's just a lot in general. My mom, on the other hand, she's doing awesome. She's agreed to work half-time, and she's just doing really well. We haven't had any hospital visits. She's listening to doctors. She's doing what she's being a good patient, and she's just doing really well, and I enjoy seeing her. It's fun. I text her every day. I send her funny pictures or ask her questions about sumo wrestlers, and she always has an answer. So I'm always going to respond to that. And then also, I live with my boyfriend, and I have him, and he requires some watering, and I have to pay attention to him. But really, what it is that he wants me to make videos. I want to make videos. But we live together, so it's how do I put it? He wants me to have my time to do this, and I want to do this, But like when I do this, I don't want to do anything fast. Okay? Like I just want to do it and it'll get done. It'll be good. I'll make it work. But, you know, his PC's right, like literally right there. Like I couldn't spit towards it. I could definitely throw my microphone at it, but it's like it's over there. So even if he was like gaming or whatever, like you probably would hear clickety clicks, and then I would just feel weird. And I that was my cat. I would just feel weird, and he doesn't want me to feel weird because, again, I take a long time to do stuff, and he doesn't want me to rush. Although I do think he would actually really keep me on track with certain things. So the cat just clawed at my foot. It's hard finding like a time too to film and like get everything done that I need to get done and not feel self-conscious or feel like I'm being judged, even though I know he's not judging me. I'm just waiting to see if my cat's about to do something. She's about to, there she is. Can you see her? Miss Cleo walking around. Please don't eat the cords on the table. They're expensive and I don't want to buy any more. She's looking at the lights and just like all this stuff. Hi. I did not think she was going to get on the table. Like she has not been on the table in like months. Now she's over there and looking at me and judging me, which is fine because she's a feline. But why am I updating you? To tell you what I want to do, my plans. I feel like if I tell you what my plans are, they will magically happen. Well, they'll happen, and I'm not going to do it fast. Like, I'm just going to do it, and it's going to come out the way it's going to come out. Okay? Number one, I want to make a video about, like, what? Let's get to the root of it all. Why am I the blonde Asian? Why do I call myself that? There are many blonde Asians out there, but why did I, like, so aggressively try to keep this like what do they call it, handle or whatever? It's funny because the word blonde by itself is just a descriptor, as is Asian, but when you put them together they seem kind of offensive, which is funny to me. It's funny. I like funny things. Haha. Yeah, I just kind of want to talk about it. I'll be turning 40 soon, which is something I don't like thinking about. I mean, 40 is just a number, but so is pi. Those are all numbers. And I just think it'd be fun to do a video like that, like get me warmed up, get used to talking to camera and being by myself again. I also want to talk about, I also want to make a video about my experience going blonde. I know there are videos out there about Asian women with super dark hair going blonde, but it's more like, I really want to talk about it. I feel like people are like, I went to the salon. I'm not making fun of anybody, but I guess I kind of am. But they're like, I went to the salon and I got my hair done and this is what happened. But there's like a lot of like in between that like no one talks about. And I wish I would have been prepared for. But spoiler alert, I actually went blonde on a whim. It's a lot. I don't think anyone should do blonding on a whim. That's just crazy. Like the more I think about it, it's like, ugh. I have spent a lot of time lifting my hair like for over 10 years. And I feel like I do have some information I could share and things to make you think twice, because the second I went blonde, the financial investment did increase, which is why the next video I want to make is about the products I like to use and why. I don't wear daily makeup, so I tend to put more energy, if you will, into what I put on my hair. And the whole medium maintenance thing. I always say I'm very medium. I am so medium. Like I care about what I look like, but am I going to get out of bed early to do it? No, I'm not. I'm not. I remember in high school, I used to get up at 4:30 in the morning to curl, but the hair was a piece of art. And just like doing all the things, I can't, I won't, I refuse. I'm rude about it to myself. It's a lot. So I think my POV on what products I like to use to help keep my hair as healthy as possible. Because remember, when you bleach your hair, you're damaging it. I think it could be useful. And again, I want to start making more videos. So it's something I like, and I want to talk about it at my pace and share that with you. And then I also want to do a full K18 product line review. I've been using their products for a good while. My hairdresser got me hip to them. I did a review on Olaplex, and we know that I didn't really enjoy it that much, and it's like whatever. But finally, someone in their own lane came out with something that works really well. And it's not quite like the Olaplex stuff, which is, that's fine. If you like that, that's your hair. You do your thing. It's fine. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I will tell you what I like. Or like talk about something and tell you why I don't do or don't like it. And you could decide if you want to listen to me or agree or disagree. That's what makes everything so beautiful, because you do whatever you want and I'll do whatever I want, that's fun. Is it not? There's only one thing I haven't used from their line, but I ordered it. And I actually, as I always do in blonde Asian fashion, I emailed their customer care just to get a vibe about what the company is like after I placed the order, that, because I'm paying for it. Like, I don't want people to think I'm just saying everything's nice because I got it for free. Although getting things for free, honestly, I can't think of the last time I got something for free. Hold on. Processing. Yeah, I can't. And I love getting stuff for free. So, that makes me reliable. And I'm not a scientist, but, I can use things and tell you about them. So to wind it all up, I'm alive. I'm standing here in front of the gold wall. And, I'm standing because I think, one, it's good for me to be more health conscious. So it's like, circulation, red blood cells, or what. Again, I'm not a scientist or a zoologist. But my dishwasher broke, so my table is just full of plates that I'm going to be actually putting away after I hit the stopola on the camera. And there's also a really giant, what is it called for the crafting? A craft mat, like cutting board on the table. So then it's like I got to figure out what to do with that. And I was just like, girl, why don't you just stand? Just stand. Like, stand. Like, look, I'm standing. Yeah, like, it's fine. This has gone by a lot quicker, even though this is the second time around, because I didn't hit the audio record thing, which makes me feel all sorts of stupid. But, yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. I promise, now that I'm putting it out there in the universe, yes, that I will post videos. I will be present, and I'm going to take time to do more of the things that I enjoy and I like, because I want to, because I want to do whatever I want. And with that said, bye! Oh, another thing I forgot to include. My best friend, she got married to a really super duper cool guy. And, I don't know why I didn't put it on the list, but that, I know why. Because she actually made it really easy for me. I didn't have to be part of a bridal party because she didn't have one. How brilliant is that? Not having a bridal party. Then you don't have to worry about everybody wearing the same dress or looking like they're wearing the same dress or coordinating schedules. But no, she didn't have a bridal party and she got married. But that is a big event. And that happened also in May. That was part of it.